my name is Kamel Hasni. Welcome to my presentation about saline aquifer stability study after injection in the CO2 at Krechba gas reservoir using Envisat and Sentinel-1 data. So this test site was the first in the world with the CO2 injection techniques was used in between 2004 and 2011. So around 3 million tons of CO2 has been injected in 3 different wells. So this injection led to some problems. One of them is the storage site aquifer were affected by this CO2 injection, and geological faults were moving. The second one is the contamination with toxic metals. So this site is located in central Algeria here. The natural gas extracted from the ground is we separate the CO2 and it's transferred to here in a Krechba test site where it is injected. There was some studies on this area using Envisat and PSISAR data, and all of them found around 20 millimeter of movement between 2004 to 2010 after the injection. So following the same methodology, we used Envisat and Sentinel-1 data. For Envisat, there was the track 65 available with 46 images between 2003 and 2010. We used the two techniques, PSISAR and S-base, to check the results. And for S-base processing, there was 125 pairs generated. But because this area is has no vegetation, so it is presenting a high coherence. And for this, we got the same result between PSISAR and S-base. So we stick to PSISAR results. And these are the PSISAR results in 3 injection wells. We can see here some sand movement that was mapped to. And for Sentinel processing, we used 34 images between 2016 and 2019. It was difficult to find images in this area. It's not highly mapped by Sentinel-1 data. So we used two techniques. First, we used the PSISAR technique, so we didn't want to use the S-base due to coherence. And secondly, we used the interferogram stacking to check the applicability in such area and to reduce the processing steps. So these are the result of PSISAR processing. We can see here that the KB01 is presenting some subsidence about 1 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter per year between 2016 and 2019. The other wells, it was difficult to map them. So for we used the interferograms taken to check, and we found that there was still some movement around 16 millimeter per year using this technique. As we conclude, this work aimed to monitor the temporal evolution of the movement in this in Krechba test site after the injection project was stopped. So we could find that using PSISAR and interferogram stacking, there was subsidence in the KB501 well and uplift in the other wells. But due to the lack of the data, we will conclude with the other data. And thank you for your attention.